Hello! Alright, so let's go through real quick, actually. Um Binding Worlds. Let's just look at some of the stuff that I have, ran into so far. Not a lot of great things. Although I did pick up oh, I don't remember if I showed. But I did pick up Catherine finally. I was finally able to get the exact unit that I wanted here with the Dragon Flowers. So now this is pretty much done. The only thing that she needs is Brutal Tempest because her playstyle isn't really to sit and tank things. This is going to be changed in the future, the B skill. It's really not her best B skill, but it's just what I got right now. And yeah, want to change to Brutal Tempest for the C skill. So eventually that swap will happen, probably when the see what AHR banner comes up. Hopefully I can get another copy or some copies of Ayra. We'll see what the red shirt has to bring, but for now, very happy I was able to pick that up. And I was thinking of getting a Catherine as well. What am I saying? Why am I saying Catherine? No, Shamir. There was a Shamir in here. Yeah. Did I show these already? I feel like I talked about it already. I don't know. But this Shamir looks insane. I don't know what she's like in terms of damage output, but she looks nuts. This is basically Bridget's kit plus Speed Taker. Well, actually, this is more than just Bridget's kit, but there's a lot of stuff here. And I feel like she would perform really well because she has the wind sweep. So even if she's doing no damage, while initiating, at some point something's got to give because of the wind sweep. She can always initiate safely, I feel like, and that's a great thing to have, especially in this current meta where you're just probably missing the kill or just dying before you can even attack. So I feel like having wind sweep on this unit would be or just having this unit in general would be a really big boon. But I don't know, I feel like I could potentially skip this in terms of if I get something better. Really what I want is a Xander or a Knot, but I have yet to see any of those units pop up. Yeah, this dual Lin here doesn't look the greatest, so I'm probably not going to get that one. And then I keep getting this Joshua, but it's pretty much the same exact build that I have, so there's no reason for me to do it, to pick that up. And what else? This, in expectation of her refine, I feel like it would be a great idea to pick up Akeda here, get the Dragon Flowers and stuff, and then hopefully refine goes nuts. I think it should be fairly decent looking at what Attuned Sita can do. It has to be something to that extent because her biggest problem was damage reduction. Or her biggest flaw was damage reduction or just being able to take a hit in general. She does not have any bulk whatsoever to be able to live a hit against the things that she's effective against, which is armors and calves. So if they fix that with her refine and remix, then she'll definitely be cooking with that Vantage playstyle. But because of the Vantage playstyle, I don't think they'll go too far in terms of giving her a ton of stats and stuff, which is really what she needs as well, because there's no point in having cav and armor effective damage with low attack or not enough geared towards your attack. So it gives me kind of shades of what they did with Baby Sheeta in terms of what that refine turned out to be. It was okay, but it could have been a lot better. They could have done way more with her. So I'm hopeful that this will be the redemption for Baby Sita or the Sita in general. But I don't know. I'm kind of I'm really skeptical about this, so I might shy away from it. I'm not sure if they'll give her a good refine and remix or not. So I'm probably gonna. And then the haste slice. She doesn't have. I can't think of a flyer skill special that works for enemy phase, which is really what she wants. So without that, then she'd be stuck with running Pavis, and that you're be then depending on the cav and armor effective damage, which is probably going to be a lot, but you don't really want that. So I don't know, man. It's kind of a big gamble to pick this up, and I'm not sure about this one. I'm less sure about that one than I am about the Shamir. Peony, pretty much I already have this, so it would just be for the merge. This Crom is interesting, but mostly it would be for the merge and the flowers. I mean, Crom already performs so well. Maybe if this was a potent, maybe I'd consider it, but yeah, Crom already performs so well. It's not like the biggest deal in the world. This Dimitri looks insane. Yeah, this looks insane. But also at the same time, we just got Valentine's Dimitri, so I'm not really sure if there's a point in me picking this up. His refine is like forever away, so I don't know. I still have my one copy, so by the time that his refine comes around, maybe I would have already, picked up another copy of this. I don't think his refine is anytime soon, so there's probably no reason for me to pick up this, but that looks insane. And yeah, the only other thing that I was looking at was this Thor right here, which would bring me to +5, which is really good for Astra Anima season. And also lately I've been using Thor quite a bit, but this isn't really the best build. Ultimately, you're probably going to go back to Pavis. Yeah. But Dragon Flowers, and also the A skill, the XL is actually really good. Yeah, this one is kind of at the top of the list, but I'm just hoping I get something better in the days that are left. Just a few days left. We got Embla here, really just for the merge and the flowers. Nothing crazy there about the Embla. This Harmonic Dorothea, I'm really hoping that there's some harmonic unit dancer further on down the line that also incorporates 3 houses again, because, or I don't know, but I feel like I don't have, because of the games that she cover, I feel like she's the only choice, and I've never gotten her. So it would be a good pickup for me, but I don't necessarily want the unit, which is, I don't know, low priority. I'd pick the Thor over this, is ultimately what I'm saying. And Ninjorn keeps popping up, just keeps popping up. I think she'll keep popping up until she's closer to her refine. But for now, I think I'll probably still skip. And then Hilda looks great, but don't need the unit currently. No refine anytime soon, so skip. Thor looks good. This looks good. This looks real good. I could see myself using this. Skip though. It's real. If I had one more forma bond or whatever it's called, I probably would get that, but I've already used one and I only have one left. So, and then this Idun, I'm really also considering, because she's getting closer and closer to the timeline where she gets to refine, and I think it's going to go nuts. But for now, I feel like I might pass on it. But this is really good, man. This is very, very good. And then you get the Dragon Flowers as well, and the merge. I feel like she performs even better with merges. Yeah, this is very good, but I don't know. Claude, fraudster. We're just gonna keep going. This also is pretty good, but again, her refine is not anytime soon, so there's no point in picking this. Micaiah, no point, because she's early. I already picked a Micaiah from the previous one, and now she's going to be in Hall of Form, so there's no point in picking this up. So that kind of leaves me with few options. This Lysithia I'd only picked for just the Dragon. Is it really only 15? Or does this one only have... I think this one only has 15. It has to be more than that. It's the same amount as Brave Edelgard, which is 25. So I'd only pick her for Dragon Flowers. I kind of want to get back to a space where using Brave Lysithia actually matters or works. So I'm kind of been thinking about what skills I could give to her to, update her kit. Hopefully she's in Hall of Forms Oh, was she in that batch with I think yes she was. And I don't think that's gonna get rerun again anytime soon. Brave, yeah, she was in the Brave batch with Edelgard and Co. That's unfortunate. That came out a little bit too early. We got Frost Moon and stuff, so I feel like those skills would have actually been really good on her. But yeah, Thor is kind of in first position because of the A skill. I think she really needs that, and the only unit that has that is Ectonir and one other guy, Oder, and they're pretty rare to come across. Odor's going to be on the remix banner. Ectonir, I just never pull on colorless, so I'm not going to get any copies of him anytime soon. So I feel like Thor's in first place in terms of who I would pick, but really close contenders there. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I've gotten thus far from that game mode. So let's jump into the replays here for defense. Pretty decent week. Didn't change anything on defense. It's pretty much the same defense that I'll be running next week as well. Well, on the return. Well, depends on what comes out. Maybe Ayra gets swapped out. Let's see what the legendary banner has in store, and then depending on what that is, Ayra might get swapped out. Or maybe even Seteth, because Seteth is really just here for stats and stuff. So if it's something that can perform in the same vein as Seteth, then I might just swap out Seteth. Who knows what it'll be, but currently this is the team. The only new additions are Seteth and Rhea. More stats, so basically trying to Lin Force this is just not going to work. Everything is really just to protect this Neathogger here, who is slowly but surely falling off. The snakes are on the decline. I don't know, maybe I should turn off the animations for this, even though I do enjoy looking at the animations, but I don't want this to be another lengthy video. But let's just get going, see what comes up as we move along. First match here, not really much to point out. Oh, the animations are already off. Alright, well, there you go. Alright, so I'll turn on the animations for some of the matches that are a little bit closer. There are a few of them that are particularly interesting, and you probably want to see the stat swings and stuff. So I'll turn it on for those. Yeah, I didn't want to do a full replay this week because I didn't change anything much. So aside from Rhea being here, which you've already seen in the Light and Dark Season video, so I didn't really see a point in doing that. So yeah, they just didn't want to surrender, so we're just going to keep seeing the carnage. Again, one of the big problems with this defense is just the positioning after it moves. I have yet to figure out the solution for that. Yeah, not quite sure what I'm going to do about it, but yeah, they were able to at least get out Hathern. I don't think it's something I'm going to be able to fix. I think I'll probably have to change the entire defense, which sounds like it's going to be a pain, but for now, I just got to hope that they do the work on turn 1 or whenever it is that the team gets baited, since it's really easy to, break the formation of this defense, and then everything kind of just falls apart once that happens. So yeah, that's a big problem. Don't have a solution for it, but it is bulky enough to survive regardless of that issue, which is kind of what it's designed to do, just tank stuff. And then Chrom will come in to help out in that regards, just to blow stuff up. I don't know what'll happen once water season is over, or is no longer the main. What would it get? Well, it's going to be based off what legendary is at the end of the month, but currently it's water season. So once water, I think I'm probably going to have to change Chrom, since he will no longer be bonus, which means I can't put him in the bonus slot. So yeah, I think Chrom is going to have to come out of that bonus slot. I don't know who I'm going to put there. He's actually been the MVP for the defense this week. He has pretty much saved me. Oh, I forgot that Sigurd. Well, I'm never gonna fodder Sigurd, so that's not even an option. Sigurd has attack defense clash, but I'm never gonna fodder him. So unless I get him to +10, which I don't see happening anytime soon. Yeah, there's no reason for me to play this for you. Exactly what you think happened. They just weren't able to do it. So there's really nothing there. This one I'm gonna turn on animations for because this was good. They put in work here on this matchup. They did very, very well here. Almost came away. Well, they did come out of it with the win, but it wasn't like a clean sweep. They could have clean sweeps, but let me let this one run for you, and you'll see what happened. I saw a lot of people supporting Snake with the stone terrain this week. A lot of people did that. This right here is one of the main problems with Ayra, or at least this current build that I'm running for Ayra. It does not have null follow-up. I couldn't figure out a way to fit null follow-up support onto the team, which would have allowed her to survive this combat, and also given her the third hit. But because she takes this follow-up hit here, dies, which is unfortunate. Typically she won't need it if she, well, no, she probably would still need the null fall. Veil support is very, very good for Neathhogger. It's what I run, and I run it because it works. It is very, very good for Neathhogger. Except when Veil loses the scowl check. That's the only time when it's not good. But typically, if your Veil is built correctly, she should win the scowl check. And again, the stone terrain is just offering so many defense and res stats, and then also the additional flat damage reduction on special procs, which is a big part of how Ayra plays, as 3 specials, and then you get less 30 damage. I think it's 10 per special, so that's an additional 30 flat damage reduction in total off of what the full amount would have been. So Neathhogger just ends up taking out 0. The fact that red Neathhogger can tank blue Neathhogger is a lot of it's down to the stone terrain here as well. This matchup against Athos, again, a lot of it's down to the stone terrain, which is why she's surviving here, because the build that I have on my Athos is geared towards taking out this particular version of Neathhogger, but because of the stone terrain, it just makes it a lot tougher to do. It really balances out the matchups, or swings the matchup back into my opponent's favor. Really would have liked to have some way to combat this, but I didn't consider it happening as much as it did this week. It did happen quite a few times. What would I have done? Like, it really would be to have someone who could override the terrain, and you're considering what, Hector, maybe some ice terrain. I don't like the options there, to be honest. Because they would need to initiate and survive, and I can't think of who would be able to do that safely from this season. So I don't think it would have worked out. No hesitation. My Neathhogger finally dying to Micaiah here. Pretty close, but she does end up dead here. 52. You're gonna see the special thing here in a minute. The reason that I'm playing this this replay. All right, here we go. Elamine there. Very good formation. Terrain is down. And here comes Crom. Harsh command. Gotcha. That was a one shot. I can't like overstate how important Seth is. He is very, very good. The support from Seth, plus the Assassin Strike, plus armor effective damage, all of those combine to ignore all of the additional stats that Neathogger was getting from the terrain and the support and all of that, none of it mattered because I just had more damage. Just do more damage. That is the ultimate solution to beating the snakes. And with Crom and Seteth, I was able to do just that. So yeah, big GG's there. Again, can't overstate how important Seteth is. That's why I gave him Harsh Command. That's why he's locked, so that he doesn't move too far away from the team. He stays in the back, and when it's his turn to go and do stuff, he just comes further down and increases the overall bulk of the team. That's why Seteth is here. I can't wait until they either give him an ult or they release another version that can do what Seteth does, because he is very, very good. But yeah, that one was probably one of the main ones that I wanted to show off. The rest of these, minus HP Neathogger, he just won't have enough HP to survive a combat against the units that we have here. Well, I didn't even show. We got plus 10 Veil, very good build. Plus 10 Crom, very good build there as well. And Ashura and Flameira to round things off. It's interesting here. Plus 10 Crom, all of this stuff here, Flow Guard to protect him from specials, cannot initiate into Rhea, because if I remember correctly, based off what happens to my Crom, she typically does 99 damage back. So even though he can get a hit in, even if he can get Desperation in, he'll miss the kill and just die immediately. So you probably want to get like some type of wind sweep, well, water sweep, or some type of flash effect if you're going against Rhea with Crom. Run out of options here, so he just decided to try and tank it, which I don't blame him, but this is what the defense is supposed to do. Warp around. One shot, there you go. Bye bye Crom. Ayra's really just disgusting. She's exactly what the current meta of the game needed. She does her job very, very well. That's that. This was the only loss from the week, and it's pretty obvious what happened here, and it's only because of bonus season that it happened. This Alphonse here, plus 10 Alphonse. This is the Alphonse that you saw from the video from this week, the one that I rematched. He is very good. I want to point out the B skill here that I didn't, something that I overlooked or I didn't speak about. This is based off greater of unit's speed or defense, and his defense is only going to go up plus what? You can get 20 or 10, I forget which one it was, but it's just going to keep going up, which means that he'll actually just keep hitting harder. So Assault Force, very, very good on this Alphonse, and I think I mentioned it before in the other video. He's just going to keep getting better as more skills come out that support Cav units. He's just going to keep getting better. He probably doesn't even need Breath of Life. You can outsource that to someone else, but probably good on him since his defense is already so high. Pretty much guarantees that it's going to give him a good amount of healing. The only thing that he needs is probably Marissa support so that he can hit twice. I think he performs so much better with the Brave. And then here we go, where everything is making of a king. Ton of damage here. But that is not the unit that stopped me. This is the unit that stopped me. And I cannot wait for his bonus season to be over because he is a pain to deal with. I don't have a real counter to him. Not sure that one really exists in the game. You just gotta keep doing damage until he dies. It's pretty much what it boils down to. And they do exactly what you think they would do. Throw them up there, watch the fireworks. One of the downsides that I've noticed this week with the defense is that Micaiah has been using her Maiden Solace instead of attacking. It's been pretty consistent that she's done that, and I could unequip it, but also it's sometimes probably for the best that she doesn't attack, since she would probably just blow up. So, you know, Neathogger attacking is probably for the best in this particular situation. And Ayra didn't go first there because she dies to Ike. And you'll see how close it is actually.
father's name.
If she had no follow-up, or if I had a way to give her no follow-up,
You will pay for this.
6. And yeah, that's bonus stats right there, man. Definitely bonus stats. Outside of his bonus season, he dies, and I just can't wait for his bonus season to be done. But yeah, I've really seen enough of this Ike. He is just too tanky, man. But definitely needed in the game. If it is that you don't have a tuned Erica, this was the unit to summon for to help you against Tree Man. At least for now. I don't know what they'll implement to make Tree Man not matter anymore, but for now, Ike is a very good solution, especially with the support that this team has. The miracle support from Rhea, which I kind of didn't pick up on. But yeah, very very good team combination. This is. We're just gonna keep attacking and failing. I don't know. Let's I don't know. Should I let this play out? Because ultimately everyone dies to Ike here. Really nothing that I can do. I guess it's worth showing the matchups. But also the matchups won't matter after this week because he's no longer bonus. I guess Rhea will be bonus, and we're getting, you know, a lot of insight into what Rhea can do here on offense. So I guess there's some benefit there. Even with set of support, no damage being done whatsoever. These units are just way too bulky.
Asker is open to all.
Oh, he has the cat. I didn't notice. Jesus.
Got you. The future has changed.
Actually doing damage, but dying nonetheless. And yeah, he keeps going here. Hasn't lost a unit yet. Sedith gone. Another proc of making up a king. So more stats, especially on this Ike here. Very good. At least he's not getting speed. But yeah, no way I'm winning this. And he keeps picking off the units one by one. Alphonse is getting stronger.
Keep it coming.
Micaiah blows up, one hit. Nothing happened. Oh, he killed. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it's just that much damage. Jeez. Getting doubled here. Yep, there you go. Rhea's dead. Everyone's dying pretty much. Trying to get the pot, I think. There you go, both pots. Neathhogger trying her best to salvage things, but Ike's a beast, man. He's already back to full health. Man. Impressive that she survived, at least.
For our people.
And that's that. Alphonse closes the show. such a really good unit, that Alphonse. I was really happy to see the back of him, but he's apparently back in the meta, and yeah, nothing that we can do about it. He's here to stay, from what it appears. We're just going to keep getting more armored cav skills as well, so he's only going to get better and better until his refine comes around. The thing is, a lot of units fall off by the time that their refine batch comes around, especially some of the brave units as well. But the thing about Alphonse is that because he's a bulky cav, his stats are just going to keep increasing. He's not a speed based tank. He's a defense and res based tank. So his stats are just going to keep increasing as time goes on because of, you know, dragon flowers and stuff, and skills are just going to keep getting better. So it's a good investment to plus 10 Brave Alphonse, because there's no way he's going to get a bad refine. It's definitely going to be good, and it's definitely going to be game breaking by the time that it comes around. I'll be interested to see what they'll put in the game to counter the amount of stats that he will have by that point. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they have. Typically how Brave refines, you know, go by the time your refine batch comes around, there's usually at least halfway through that was it 3-year span or 2 years? I forget how long it is. There's a unit that's going to come out that's going to be able to one-shot that Brave unit, and thinking that there's someone that's going to be able to one-shot Brave Alphonse is insane. Aside from the Makai's and, you know, cav effective damage and stuff like that, but we're going to have at some point someone that can just, I mean, there's already units in the game that can just one-shot Brave Alphonse, but we're going to have way more of those, and they'll be able to do it more consistently. So yeah, it's going to be a big change in the game, and all we can do is sit back and watch. The power creep is not going to stop. It's already out of hand, and it's just going to keep going even worse, which I don't complain about because I like the power creep. It's for the benefit of the game. It just improves everything pretty much. So I don't even think it's fair to call it power creep, but that's, you know, just really what it is. Right. That Neathogger does not have enough HP to survive. Against Athos. Typically, I like it when he attacks from below Micaiah, because then he gets the drive support from Sedith, but a lot of times he just doesn't do it, which is annoying. Alright, Ayra taking out another unit there. And here comes Micaiah this time. Dying, unfortunately. It's turn 2. Athos decided to not attack. Did we only get the 1 kill here? I forget. They keep going, so we definitely get at least 1 more kill, no? Sedith with the harsh command, and Krom does it again. Curve shot. Pretty sure this is curve shot, right? Yeah, curve shot. A lot of flat damage reduction there, and that's pretty much GG's. They surrender somewhere around there. Man, I'm cutting these short, and it's still already 30 minutes in. Jeez. Another Lumera. Plus 10. Plus 10. Plus 10 Alir. Edge scales. I don't know if because he does so well with Barricade that I don't really know if he needs the edge scales, even though it's good to have no fault. I can't decide between edge scales and the wave skill for Alir. And then Barricade, honestly, is a meme. I say that because ultimately we're going to have just a bunch of units with pass, and Barricade just is not going to matter. Either the units will have pass, or they'll just be able to get to you naturally by just a ton of movement. So yeah, it's not that great of a C skill in comparison to something like Cancer Control or No Follow Up in the C skill. Yeah, I was also saying that there's so many sources of DR halving or piercing that I feel like we can get to 100 damage. We can just get to 100 flat damage at this point. I mean, you have DR halving from like supports like Neathogger, DR halvings from the water terrain, DR halving from the echo skill, DR halving in your weapon, DR halving in the B skill. There's just so many sources of DR halvings that if you add them up, you're definitely hitting 100% of the damage when you initiate combat, which is typically more than you need to kill someone. But yeah, there we go. Alir just being a beast. Can't do anything about it. And I'm thinking at this point, who is going to save the day? And there comes Crown popping out of the circle. Let me turn this on real quick so that you can see it. Nothing. Big fat nothing. Okay. Actual damage done, but still. And here comes... Well, who goes first? Micaiah heals. Crom. Setteth harsh commands, and then Crom goes in. And here we go. 99 times 2. Definitely enough versus Blue Neathogger here.
Leave this to me.
Ooh.
Keep it coming.
No follow-up needed. And here comes Athos, 61 times 2, but she is, there's no health here, so she's definitely dead. The 1-2 punch, which is also a part of the defense, is good to see. And that was the only kill. That's pretty much GG's there. What else we got? Got Rolo. What happened here? Oh my god, I don't remember. Oh, another Desert Ike. Okay. Or did I click on this one before? No, I don't think I did. Oh, this one's different. Yeah, this one's different. Let's see what happened. Oh man, I'm tired. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Alright, let's play this back. It is currently 4 AM and I am exhausted. I think this was her only kill. She decided to just go for one of the soft targets, which is appreciated. Now, so far, everyone has, a lot of people have noticed one of the weaknesses of this team, which is where you bait from. Like, if you bait from that tree tile or that forest tree tile, whatever it is, you get the weakest version of Ayra. Whereas if she goes over and rallies under Micaiah, she is way stronger because it cleanses any penalties, and then also she's within drive range of Sedith and also drive range of Aethus to get some additional damage in there. So yeah, depending on where you bait from, Ayra will be full power or not full power, but it's something that I am aware of. I didn't figure out a way to fix it, so that's just how it is. If I find a solution for it, I'll definitely update the defense to include it. But currently, I don't have a solution for it. Solution may be to drop Ayra, but she's still currently too good. Man, can't wait for this this guy to get out of his bonus season. It is it's been pretty annoying dealing with him. And that was pretty much that. And then, did I go through all of them? I kind of fell asleep halfway through there. I think that this is the last one, or at least this is the last one that I see available on the list. I don't remember if I played all of them or not. Another... What is this? Yeah, okay, another plus 10 ball of units. This time they take a pretty smart approach, which is to bait from the tile that I mentioned earlier. This one or this one, either of these two, you're going to get the weakest version of Ayra. Just because she doesn't neutralize her penalties by rallying. But she's still very strong. No follow-up. So important.
You will pay for this. You run, you die.
Very impressive. That's the blue unit that she just absolutely destroyed. But with all the drive supports from also Rhea as well, it just ended up being enough damage to get her out of here. So that's the last one that we got. Was I within 3 spaces of Rhea? I don't even remember, but yeah, that's the last one that we got. We're going to wrap it up there. Probably going to get hit for 11 at least. We typically get to 11. But yeah, let's wrap it up there. We're looking at the Valentine's banner for next week, which is great because we only get 1 season of it. Even though I kind of wanted to show off, you know, the bonus Edelgard in Light and Dark season, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Edelgard is still going to be there. I'm pretty sure of it when the next Light season comes around. Probably going to drop Claude, but we'll see what happens. Kvaser is trash. You do not want to have to. You don't want to run her. At this point, she just doesn't do anything in terms of damage. Even if she gets her special off, you're just better off running another unit. And then Freya, yeah, she's a unit. Pretty much expect to see just Valentine's units all around. They're all very good, and I'll probably take this opportunity to put Dimitri on defense because I haven't used him there as of yet. He is very good. You've seen Claude, you've seen Edelgard, you've seen Rhea, but you haven't seen Dimitri. So I'll take the Chaos season to figure out some type of configuration to get Dimitri to show off his goodness. And that is pretty much it. No major changes this week. Chaos season next. Let's wrap this up before it gets into an hour. GG's. See you in the next one.